Good morning everybody, this is Mujibur Rahman from Raghu International School. Well, in our previous video, what did we discuss? We discussed all about the simple past tense and what form of the verb do we use in the simple past and what are the helping verbs that we use in the simple past and when do we actually use the simple past. In the definitions, examples, everything we learnt along with the definition we have written on the board yesterday. Next, in this video and also in previous video we learnt how to form a positive sentence in the simple past, we wrote the structure on the board yesterday. Like, what was the structure that we wrote on the board yesterday? Subject plus V2 plus the object. Okay, that was the formula to frame the positive sentence in the simple past that we learnt yesterday, and some of the examples, okay, by using the formula we wrote on the board, and I assigned you some of the tasks that I asked you to write the examples by using the formula on your own, I asked you to write some examples. I hope everyone has done that homework. Now in this video we are gonna learn how to frame negative sentence in the simple past. So when we talk about the negative sentence, so it refers not, if it is a positive sentence it refers yes, if it is a negative sentence it refers not, I mean it starts with no. And also here what auxiliary do we use in the simple past that we learnt is we use did auxiliary in the simple past, So in the negative sentences what do? We add not to did auxiliary in the negative sentences, so it becomes did not, it becomes did not. So the contractive form of did not is didn't. What is the contractive form of did not? Is didn't. Okay, so have you understood this? Usually what helping verb that we use in the simple past that we have all understood, we have all got to know that we use did auxiliary in the simple past, So in the negative sentences what do? We just add not to did auxiliary, I mean not to the auxiliary. Okay, if you add not to auxiliary it becomes did plus not, did not. Okay, the contractive form of did not is didn't, Now I hope everyone has understood till here. Now let us look at the formula. So what is the formula to frame the negative sentence in the simple past? Let us know now. The formula is to frame negative sentence in the simple past is, look at the board, I have written the formula here. First subject plus didn't. Okay, so as we have understood here, why did we take didn't, that I have explained you, that did we add not to the auxiliary did in the simple past to frame a negative sentence. So did plus not becomes did not. The contractive form of did not is didn't. Okay, the same we have taken here, subject plus didn't plus, after didn't we have to use the the infinitive form of the verb, in the sense V1 form of the verb we have to use when after placing didn't. Okay, after subject what do we use? Didn't we use, as it is a negative sentence. Okay, didn't refers did not, the contractive form of did not is didn't. So after subject we have used didn't. After didn't what we have to add on? We have to add on plus V1, the infinitive form of the verb we have to use after didn't. Next, object follows as usual, So let us look at the formula once again. What is the formula to frame the negative sentence is, first is subject plus didn't plus V1 plus object. Okay, now by using this formula let us frame some sentences. Some of the examples have been already written on the board. What are the examples? Let us see now. So the first example is, we have taken I pronoun as a subject in the sentence and didn't we have placed. So as per the formula, subject is here I and didn't is here. After didn't, what should be there? After didn't, there should be the infinitive form of the verb. So as per the formula, we have taken go. Go is the infinitive form of the verb, right? So we have taken go in the sentence. So next, the object. Object is there as usual, and in the end we have written the keyword too. So that I explained yesterday that these keywords can help you to identify the sentence, which tense is this. Okay, well, so as per the formula, look at the first sentence, that first one is subject, next didn't plus go to temple yesterday. What is this? I didn't go to temple yesterday. Okay, I didn't go to temple yesterday. Here it refers the negative sentence, right? Next, look at the second example as well. In the second example, you pronoun we have taken as a subject and we have taken didn't as usual as in the first sentence, and after didn't, what we are supposed to pick, what form of the verb we are supposed to pick is, we have to take the infinitive form of the verb after didn't in the negative sentence in the simple past, right? So we have taken again come, the come as a verb in the sentence after didn't, and to my house last evening, this object as follows as usual. Okay, what is the sentence? You didn't come to my school, sorry, my house last week, sorry, last evening. Okay, that's the example. Even here we have written the keyword in the end of the sentence. Again we have written the keyword here. You didn't come to my house last evening. Have you understood? Next, look at the third example as well. Even they, we have they pronoun we have taken as a subject in the sentence, and after as per the formula didn't we used, as per the formula V1 should be there. Give we have taken as a V1, and as keys yesterday is object, and again yesterday is the keyword to the simple past, right? So again what is the sentence? They didn't give us keys yesterday. They didn't give us keys yesterday. Even it refers the negative sentence in the simple past. As well as the fourth example, we didn't attend the party last week. Again here we have taken we as a subject. In the place of subject we have placed we as a subject, and it plays a subject role here. Next, as per the formula, didn't we have taken, after didn't, what did we take? We have taken the V1 form of the verb, attend the last party, the party last week. Again the party last week is the object, last week is a keyword in the sentence, right? So we didn't attend the party last week. Okay, as per the formula we wrote the sentence in the negative form in the simple past, as well as he. So in the present simple, what do? We use doesn't as a negative form. So we add not to the auxiliary does for the pronouns he, she, it, right? So we add not to the auxiliary do for the pronouns I, you, we, they in the present simple, right? We used in our previous video, and there we have two auxiliaries, right? One is do and the other one is does. So here we have only one auxiliary, that is did. So even for the pronouns he, she, it, even for them we just use the same auxiliary because we have only one auxiliary in the simple past. So we add not to the auxiliary didn't auxiliary did in the simple past. So if you look at the example here, we used does plus not, does not in the negative form for the pronouns he, she, it, where in the simple present, right? But in the simple past we use not to did helping verb itself, because we have only one helping verb. So for all the pronouns we use the same helping verbs. We are not to the helping verb in the negative sentence. Okay, so let us look at the example. Here we have taken he as a subject, he pronoun as a subject, and didn't. Okay, here we have used the same auxiliary even for the pronoun he. Okay, not like the present simple what we used there we have used the different auxiliaries for different individual pronouns, right? But here for all the pronouns we used it. He didn't complete the project last year. Again here he didn't complete the project last year. Again after didn't we have used the infinitive form of the verb. The project last year is the object. Last year is again the keyword. Okay, next, she didn't buy, look at the next example. She didn't buy a dress last month. She didn't buy a dress last month. So here we have taken she pronoun as a subject in the sentence. It plays the subject role. Again, as per the formula, didn't we used. Okay, even for the pronoun she. After didn't, what should be there? There should be the infinitive form of the verb. Yes, it is here. Buy is the V1 and object, and in the end last month is the keyword in the sentence, right? So what is the example? She didn't buy a dress last month. She didn't buy a dress last month. That is the example, and it refers the negative sentence in the simple past. Next, if you look at the last example, that it we have taken as a subject, it pronoun in the sentence, and didn't stay. Here it refers a dog or else any pet. Okay, any pet animal. So they said that it didn't stay at home yesterday. It didn't. Again after didn't, even here we use the same auxiliary in the negative sentence even for the pronoun it, right? So it, as per the formula, there is a subject, it plays the subject role here. Didn't, as per the formula we have taken, and stay the infinitive form of the verb and the object, and in the end of the sentence again there is a keyword which can help you to identify the sentence that is in the simple past. Okay, well, I hope everyone has understood this. Okay, once again revise this in the negative form. So what auxiliary do we use when we want to frame the negative sentence in the simple past? We have to use did plus not auxiliary. So we just add not to the auxiliary did, so that becomes did plus not did not. The contractive form of did not is didn't. Okay, this didn't we use in the sentences. See, look at the formula after subject. So didn't we have to use. After didn't there should be V1. Do remember, in the negative sentence, when we deal with the positive sentences, there after the subject there should be only the simple past form of the verb, right? Only V1 should be there in the positive sentence, right? But in the negative sentence, after using didn't, again here you should not use the simple past form of the verb. Okay, you cannot use the V2 form of the verb in the negative sentences. It's incorrect. Okay, because didn't is already past, it refers the past, right? So as didn't is already past, we have to use the V1 form of the verb in the sentence in the negative cases. Okay, you don't use I didn't went to, okay, I didn't buy, I didn't bought I didn't walked, you cannot say. Okay, because didn't is already past. Didn't is already past. So two past forms cannot come together in the sentence. We have to remember that, especially when we make negative sentences in the simple past. Most of all they commit mistakes when they deal with the negative sentences. So we should not commit any mistakes. What do you have to remember is, in the negative sentence, verb form is always V1. When you use didn't in the negative sentence after subject, there should be only V1 form of the verb. V1 should be followed by didn't. You cannot use there the simple past form of the verb in the negative sentences. Do remember, don't commit mistakes. There should be only V1. When it comes to positive form in the simple sentence, there should be only the simple past form of the verb. In the sense, there should be only V2 form of the verb after subject. But when it comes to the negative form, after subject there should be auxiliary didn't. After auxiliary, immediately there should be again the infinitive form of the verb, not the V2 form. I mean the simple past form of the verb, not simple past in the negative sentence. We use only the infinitive form of the verb after didn't auxiliary in the negative sentences. Do remember, don't commit mistakes. I hope everyone has understood. So by using this formula, you can frame as many as possible, as many as you can, the negative sentences on your own. So you can frame them by using this formula. Okay, some of the examples that I have already written on the board. So these can help you to get the formation of the sentences, right? Well, first of all, copy this one. After what's your homework is, by using this formula, try to frame number of sentences that you can on your own by using that formula and by looking at these examples as well. So before that, copy this neatly, examples formula and the negative formula and these examples. Okay, please copy this.